Welcome to our guide on mastering your money with essential budgeting tips for beginners. Let's be real, budgeting might sound about as exciting as watching paint dry, but trust me on this one, it's the key to unlocking your financial freedom. We've all been there, that feeling of living paycheck to paycheck, wondering where all our hard-earned money went. But what if I told you that you can achieve your financial goals, whether it's buying your dream house, traveling the world, or just having peace of mind knowing you're financially secure? In this video, we're diving headfirst into the world of budgeting, breaking it down into simple, actionable steps that even a complete beginner can follow. No more financial overwhelm, just clear strategies to take control of your money and start building the future you deserve. Let's dive in. First things first, we got to figure out where you stand financially. Think of this as a financial checkup. Grab a notebook, open up a spreadsheet, or use a budgeting app, whatever works best for you. Now, list out all your sources of income, your salary, side hustles, investments, everything. Next up, we're tackling expenses. Don't worry, we're not judging your daily latte habit, though we might talk about that later. Write down everything you spend money on, from your rent and bills to those impulse Amazon purchases. Be honest with yourself here, no sugarcoating allowed. Once you have everything laid out, you'll have a clear picture of your cash flow, how much is coming in and where it's all going. This step is crucial because you can't fix what you don't know is broken. It's time to shed light on your spending habits and get real about your financial situation. Now that we have a handle on your income and expenses, let's categorize them to understand where your money is going. Divide your spending into two main categories: needs and wants. Needs are your non-negotiables, things like rent or mortgage payments, utilities, groceries, transportation, and debt payments. Wants are everything else that makes life more enjoyable, but isn't essential for survival. Think dining out, entertainment, vacations, designer clothes, you get the picture. Analyzing your wants is where things get interesting. Are you spending $500 a month on takeout? Is that gym membership you never use still draining your account? Identifying areas where you can cut back on wants is key to freeing up more cash for your financial goals. Choosing a budgeting method might sound about as exciting as picking out a new tax form, but trust me, finding the right fit for you can make all the difference. Let's break down a few popular options. First up, we have the zero-based budget, where you give every dollar a job. Every single dollar of your income is allocated to a specific category, whether it's rent, groceries, savings, or even that weekend getaway. Next, there's the 50/30/20 budget, a more flexible approach. 50% of your after-tax income goes towards needs, 30% to wants, and the remaining 20% is dedicated to savings and debt repayment. And if you're more of a visual person, the cash envelope system might be your jam. You'll be withdrawing cash for specific spending categories like groceries or entertainment. Once the cash is gone, that's it. No more spending in that category until the next budgeting cycle. The key is to experiment and see which method best suits your personality and financial goals. What are you saving for? A down payment on a house, early retirement, that dream trip to Bali? Setting clear financial goals gives you something tangible to work towards and keeps you motivated on your budgeting journey. But not all goals are created equal. We're talking about setting smart goals. That means specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Instead of saying, I want to save more money, a smart goal would be, I want to save $10,000 for a down payment on a condo in the next 2 years. Break down your big, hairy, audacious goals into smaller, more manageable milestones. This makes the process less daunting and allows you to celebrate those small victories along the way. It's time to put all the pieces together and build your very own personalized budget. Choose your weapon of choice. A spreadsheet, a budgeting app, or even good old-fashioned pen and paper. Input your income, list out your expenses, categorize them as needs or wants, and allocate your funds based on your chosen budgeting method. Remember those SMART goals we talked about? Factor those in too. Seeing your savings goals visually represented in your budget can be incredibly motivating. Don't be afraid to experiment and make adjustments as you go. Life is dynamic, and your budget should be flexible enough to adapt to your changing needs and circumstances. Creating a budget is a great first step, but it's only effective if you're actively tracking your spending and ensuring you're sticking to the plan. Think of it like tracking your macros when you're trying to eat healthier. You need to be aware of what you're consuming, or in this case, spending, to make conscious decisions. Luckily, we live in a world with amazing technology at our fingertips. Leverage budgeting apps that connect directly to your bank accounts and credit cards, providing you with real-time updates on your spending. Many apps even allow you to set spending limits for different categories and will send you notifications when you're getting close to your limit. Life is full of surprises, and unfortunately, not all of them are good. That's where your emergency fund comes in, acting as a financial safety net to cushion the blow of unexpected events. Imagine this: your car breaks down, you face a sudden job loss, or a medical emergency pops up. These situations are stressful enough without the added burden of financial strain. Aim to save at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses in a separate, easily accessible account specifically designated for emergencies. Think of it as your financial peace of mind. Knowing you have a buffer to cover those unexpected bumps in the road can significantly reduce stress and help you make more rational financial decisions in challenging times. Debt can feel like a heavy weight holding you back from achieving your financial goals. But the good news is that it's not a life sentence. There are two popular methods for tackling debt: the snowball method and the avalanche method. With the snowball method, you focus on paying off your smallest debts first while making minimum payments on all other debts. This strategy provides a psychological boost as you gain momentum from those quick wins. The avalanche method, on the other hand, prioritizes paying off debts with the highest interest rates first, saving you money on interest charges over time. Whichever method you choose, the key is to be consistent with your payments and stay focused on your goal of becoming debt-free. In a world of online shopping and targeted advertising, it's easier than ever to fall into the trap of impulse buying. But before you click that Buy Now button, take a moment to practice mindful spending. Ask yourself, do I need this item, or do I just want it? Will this purchase bring me lasting joy, or just a fleeting moment of satisfaction? Implementing a 24-hour rule for non-essential purchases can be a game changer. Give yourself a day to sleep on it and see if you're still thinking about that item tomorrow. Chances are, you'll realize that you can live without it and that your hard-earned money is better off allocated elsewhere. Remember, your budget is a living document, not a rigid set of rules carved in stone. Life is constantly changing, and your budget should evolve alongside your circumstances. Set aside time each month to review your spending, analyze what worked and what didn't, and make adjustments as needed. Did you overspend in a particular category? Can you identify areas where you can cut back? Are there any upcoming expenses you need to factor in? Regular check-ins help you stay on top of your finances, identify potential issues early on, and ensure that your budget is still aligned with your overall financial goals. Managing your finances can feel overwhelming at times, and it's okay to admit that you need help. If you're struggling to create a budget, manage debt, or make informed financial decisions, don't hesitate to seek professional guidance. A financial advisor can provide personalized advice tailored to your specific situation, helping you navigate complex financial matters and make sound investment decisions. Remember, asking for help is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength and a commitment to taking control of your financial well-being. Budgeting is a skill that takes practice. Be patient with yourself as you develop your financial plan. Celebrate small victories and stay focused on your goals, adjusting as your financial situation changes. With dedication, you'll gain control over your finances and work toward a more secure financial future. Remember, you don't have to be a financial expert to master your money. By implementing these budgeting tips, tracking your spending and making conscious financial decisions, you'll be well on your way to achieving your financial goals and living a more fulfilling life. So, take that first step today and start building the financial future you deserve.